Good Tuesday morning, y'all. How y'all doing today? I hope that you guys are enjoying your day, honey. Thank you guys for being in the sky. Please hit the like button while sitting on your cloud. I would greatly appreciate it, honey. I just want to pop in real fast because I have something to say. Okay? I have been noticing that chess pieces are being changed on the board. Okay, and luckily I am not the only one that is seeing this. Okay, let me just say this. Y'all subscribers is something else, okay? Now let me tell you how I know chess pieces has been changed on the board, right? So here's the thing. I noticed that y'all are trying to switch out Lolo for Lemon, right? You subscribers is something else. Y'all are shrewd. Y'all are smiling in Lemon's face, but y'all are really sick of him, right? And Lemon sees this and he's doing everything he can to save his sinking ship, but it is not working, right? But while the whole time y'all trying to switch out Lolo for Lemon, if you don't get Lolo, if ain't nobody in Lolo's ear to let her know it's time for her to step up, it's her turn, then it ain't gonna work, okay? Cause Lemon ain't gonna do nothing but start going over there and running the show over there, because he feels like he can, right? So for as long as Lolo is under Lemon's thumb, he is still gonna run her show, whether y'all are supporting her more than him or not. Catch T, okay? So the chessboard is trying to change. The subscribers doing all they can, but it ain't quite working. Hey Max, how you doing? Lolo is not entertaining to take a show. Well, see, that's what the subscribers are wanting to do, right? She could be entertaining, but she don't know how to step up. Hey Miss LA, how you doing? Hey Miss Sandra, how you doing? Thank y'all for dropping down. Please hit the like button. Thanks for getting off your class. Exactly. She needs to stop. Yeah, see, she's gonna have to separate, right? She's gonna have to separate herself, make it so bad though. Hey TT. Um, Lolo, no, Lolo been around way before Lemon, right? She ain't never been that chick, but she don't know how to separate, right? I think she know how to separate, but I think she's scared. You know what I mean? But the whole time, there's somebody else in the background that's not even beef sector wanting to take Lemon's spot. And that person in the background is the envy guy, right? Now, I like Lolo, but I don't see it for. Well, I don't see it for her either. The subscribers do, because if she ain't gonna separate herself, if she ain't gonna break herself out for Lemon, then it ain't gonna come to fruition. You right, Max? I got you. You know what I mean? I feel you, right? But somebody need to get in her ear and tell her that, look, in order for you to take Lemon's spot, you're gonna have to throw him under the bus, right? So I don't see that happening. So it is what it is, right? But I think that some of these subscribers is wanting to take Lolo and put her in Lemon's position, right? Because they sick of Lemon. Hell, Lemon ought to be sick of Lemon, okay? So anyway, and everybody else ought to be sick of Lemon, all right? I'm just saying, right? So anyway, uh, I feel like that's going on. Hey, C Mac. Hey, Miss Ella. Miss Ella said at this point, I'm not interested in all of this. Nothing but plays for clicks and views. You right, and then it's really boring, Miss LA. But if that's all they want to talk about, hell, we can talk about it. He was just crying about his money. Oh, he was what was he crying about his money saying, Miss Patricia? I ain't see that. Now I didn't try to read about through his video from last night pretty far. The only part I saw was, when Sassy was over there feeding it to the Cation. You know what I mean? And so, but we're gonna talk about that, right? So But like I said, I really feel like it's people are wanting a changing of the guard. You know what I mean? And then you got Pizarro over there, still wanting her spot back. You know, still want her judge back or whatever. But you know, when you lose it, you lose it. It just is what it is. We done seen that many times before as well. And honey, when it's gone, it's gone. And she really can't even never get her judge back unless Brianna come back. You know, cause see, that's what happens when you a parasite and your host finally leave, the person that you sucking blood out of when they finally leave, that means you going down the drain. You're gonna slowly die. Okay? Because your host is gone. You have been separated from the body that you've been sucking blood out of for years. When that body finally leave your ass, the leech is gonna die. Okay, that's what's going on with Pizarro. Y'all please hit the like button. Please share the video, right? I'm not interested in these but like just my observation, Miss Sandra, I ain't interested in any of them either, right? And make it so bad. Like I said, you got somebody coming from the rear. I almost forgot my spot, y'all. The MV guy, the most boring motherfucker on YouTube. Corny white boy ass MV. I hear he's making a play, right? They say they done built his channel up to where he's now a worthy opponent. And he done built his channel up off of motherfucking Lemon, doing the same thing that Lemon do with Lolo. I was like, wait, what? Child, but he's the one trying to throw out money. Yeah, I mean, yes, yeah, but why is he? What is he saying? In reference to complaining about the money, is he saying nobody don't like him except for his money? Cause he right. You ain't lying about that. Yeah, nobody ever gave him the attention before, but he getting it now. From what I can see, hey, number one caller, how you doing? You know. So, but hey, it is what it is. All these storylines, I can't keep up with this crazy. I can't keep up with them either, child. Number one caller, I dip in. I try to scan through some videos, um, you know what I mean, to see what's really going. But I did notice, that they are trying to replace him with Lolo because they sick of his drunk ass. Okay, they want to replace the drunk for the dozing out pill head or whatever, right? But I guess she nicer than him. Hey K, hey AK, y'all please hit the like button, share the video if you could, right? So honey, I just had to come in and let y'all know what I felt was going on. Cause I'm seeing it a little bit at the time. Now, if Lolo can't keep up the pace, I don't know if she can keep up with the pace or not. There's what he's saying, Miss O. They love him. Well, they do love him for his, excuse me, for his money, right? And so he really trying to save his ass right now with this fantasy vacation, right? Now we know good and well. Let me read this. I'm talking about Envy never got attention from nobody, right? And I said, he came to y'all sector, chewed on Lemon. Lemon gave him a chat. Then he bites the hand that literally fit. Exactly. But he was just doing what he was supposed to do, honestly. Honestly, if you felt like, I mean, it's easy to get clicks and views these days. People is thirsty for content, but they wouldn't be so thirsty for content if they wouldn't keep going along with these fake ass storylines with you coming from these fake ass bitches. Coming from these fake ass bitches that scared the beef in a place called the beef sector. The reason why they can't beef no more is because they all quote unquote network with one another, which means they all suck each other's dick. Okay, ain't just me. Hey Diamond B, let me get my copy because thank you Diamond B. Right, that's the reason why they can't beef no more. They all too worried about what they call networking. They can't go against one another. And even if they talk crazy about one another, take Pizarro and Ness for instance, right? Pizarro and Ness really Pizarro's so stupid, she really don't give a damn. She'll leech who she gotta leech off of, right? But Ness really can't stand her ass, right? So she talked to her real crazy, right? They talk to each other real crazy. I think Pizarro take it as a joke, but Ness really don't like you, bitch, for real, okay? That's right. People tired of Lemon, right? Storylines, flip floppers, and fake beef panel hoppers. You got that right. Mm-hmm. I can't figure about Envy. I don't see many Mo 3 dudes messing with him. And then I'm glad you brought up Mo 3. I had noticed that they say that in the Mo3 sector over here in the B sector that they are canceling out one another, right? Them motherfuckers bypassed the B sector because they know it ain't shit going on over here, and they went to the other application called Twitch, right? Because they canceling each other out on YouTube, so they went to Twitch. I was like, wow. I was like, that's how goofy it is around here. Just a bunch of goofies, right? I was like, damn. Damn, I kind of feel okay. I read that, but yeah, the Envy dude. The only thing I know about him was when he, had a trip with Misunderstood, and he supposed to have stole a ring or some kind of shit, some kind of crackhead shit, and what fed a frozen pizza or something like that. The dude is goofy. He a whole goofy ass white boy. Like who cares? Like honestly, I don't know. I mean, you got to be pretty bored and thirsty for content. If you listening to that fool over there, cause he lame as fuck. Like okay. That's what the people want. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what they want. But right now, they want Lolo to step up. So all I'm saying is the subs are trying to change the chess pieces. They trying to build up Lolo. But if Lolo don't separate herself from Lemon, which she's scared to do, it ain't gonna happen. Okay? And he see what's going on. That's why every time she go live, he try to come over there and run her channel. Okay? That's what the deal is with that. So if she ain't gonna cuss his ass out, even though he disrespect her all the time and all the rest of them over there, and they sound like a bunch of dumb bitches. At this point in time, they starting to make me sick. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it a buck, right? So let's talk about this fantasy cation, right? As I'm trying to get on, I said let me get up here and see what I got to say, right? So let's talk about this fantasy cation, right? Now we know good and goddamn well that it ain't gonna be no limitation. All right. I'm predicting, I'm not psychic, but I'm predicting that he is just using this for content. He's so thirsty for content that he gotta use this fake ass trip, right? But make it so bad, what make the storyline so fake and lame as hell is you got motherfuckers feeding into it, right? So I read about a little bit to the point to where they was talking about the trip last night, right? So first that now they went from January to February, right? And last night for a little bit they was trying to go to March. They was trying to switch to March. Well, trying to Lemon was considering switching to March because Tracy said she wanted to go see some kind of goddamn Chelsea Handler comedy show. I mean, the whitest bitch in America that loved to suck on Black Deke, especially 50 Cent's Black Deke, Chelsea Handler. She said she liked her some Chelsea Handler. Can y'all please move it to March? Because she want to go see the show, right? So they was considering that shit. And then Ghetto was like, well, I don't know if I can do it or not. Let me check my schedule. And then old lame ass, what's his name? Talent was talking about I can't do it in March, right? So when Talent said he can't do it in March, Lemon said, well, we just gonna keep it on February, right? And y'all can hit this link if y'all want to, right? Lemon said, well, we just gonna stick to February and Chelsea Handler gone, some white comedian Diamond B, right? I know who she is, right? Because she used to be involved with 50 Cents, right? They used to fool around with each other, right? And so so they went back to March, right? Now I'm thinking, ain't this some fake ass bullshit? So you're gonna go from January to February. You considering going to March because Tracy want to see a motherfucking show, but you don't mind changing your itinerary or your plans for this alleged trip, all cause Tracy want to see Chelsea Handler. If that don't sound like some fake ass bullshit to me, y'all tell me what do. I can't with these people hot mess on the street fake cases, right? Ain't nothing but a whole bunch of fantasy fake cases, right? So I'm like, that was further proof to me. Y'all please hit the like button, right? That if y'all don't mind, I know it's a couple of y'all in here. I appreciate y'all so much. I know we don't need a lot of people, but I'm trying to give my likes up, right? So anyway, I said if this ain't some fake ass bullshit, okay? So they talking about that, right? And then up pop Sassy, right? Up pop Sassy, and now I don't know why Sassy decided to feed into this bull crap. You know what I mean? For whatever reason, but it was something said about Sassy says thinks she got more social power on these streets than Ness, right? I'm like, oh wow, okay, so is that what we got going on? Like what we doing here, right? Tracy using lemon poison. I mean, yeah, and she's supposed to. I ain't even mad at Tracy for using lemon for his pockets or whatever, right? It is what it. Okay, he'll trick you just a trick. Drac used to use it for his pockets, and I guess Tracy just took Dragon's place, right? They interchangeable. The beards are interchangeable. It is what it is, right? Whatever happened to vacationing with family and love. Well, Sassy says she's going on a real vacation, with her people. You know what I mean? And I believe that. But this right here, this whole fantasycation that Lemon got going on, this ain't for nothing but content. And you can tell it's for content by some of the players, right? Now, I kind of feel like, and they keep adding people that they really like. If there was really a case and they going to Vegas, why the hell would Lemon, invite Lolo to go after he had so much to him and Ness had so much to say about Lolo not being able to keep up in Vegas, right? So now Lolo couldn't keep up in Vegas when it was Ness's trip, but now Lolo can keep up in Vegas because it's Lemon's trip, right? Make that make sense. Think about it for a minute, right? And then you got the whole sassy, what's his name, talent, part of the whole show, right? Now, here's the thing: sassy and talent and exposed TV, they've been over here, slithering around like a bunch of snails for years, right? And I don't care what nobody say. I believe them three came from the manosphere sector, right? Cause sassy is a whole pick me ass, insecure ass bitch. Okay, now that still don't give grown folks TV, and binary and none of them to be talking about her looks, cause y'all sound like a bunch of weirdos, okay, and a bunch of yaggots talk, dissecting her looks, right? That's mandatory content, right? Then you got talent, which done said he prefers snow buddies, cause he another insecure ass motherfucker too, right? To him saying he like him some good mahogany or something like that. I said, well, you listen to this lime mofo right here. I said, he even flip flopping on the kind of coochie that he prefer. I said, bitch, um, I wouldn't want to be in the presence of none. I wouldn't want to be in the presence of none of them either, Sandra. But when it comes to that limitation, child ain't gonna be in the presence of each other, right? If the trip actually gets pulled off, it's cause you got so many naysayers, right? So they're talking about, I guess, ghetto supposed to be getting them into some kind of popular club, and there's a dress code, right? I was like, oh, here's another red flag, right? So if there's a dress club a code in this fancy club that they supposed to be going to, um, I see through binary corny ass. So he just as corny as Envy. He just as corny as Envy. He a He-Man black woman hater, just like all the rest of them. Okay, even Sassy and Exposed TV is She-Man black woman haters. They pick me bitches, right? They came over here to insert themselves and act like they something that they fucking not for what to make themselves feel better. That's mandatory content, in my opinion, right? You wish Lori wouldn't go. Ain't nobody going nowhere, Patricia. I don't know why y'all saying that. See, people be feeding into this shit. Y'all got to stop letting these internet fantasies seep into y'all brains, right? That's what's happening to a lot of people, not just in this sector, but in real life. That's why you see a lot of this stuff going on in the world, because these people are being radicalized online to do crazy ish. That's why you get something like a fantasycation, a fake ass limitation, and people start feeding into it and making it seem like it's real. Lemon don't mind stretching it out to March, right? He don't mind. That means he got more content, right? And you got Sassy over there talking about some she don't want to talk about it and all this and all that. But bitch, you talking about it. You going from panel to panel talking about it, right? Because you want the content. Hey, little Blake. And now I'm trying to figure out though, and I'm wondering if somebody can tell me, when did this become a competition between Ness And sassy is when it comes to who got the most social media power, who got the most beef sector power. When did that come up? Hey, Red Vines. Hey, True Black. When did that start? You know what I mean? How did that conversation get? Did it come from Sassy dropping that picture? Um, Ness dropping that picture about Sassy. Like, what happened? Right? Child, I don't believe ish. They say I don't believe ish. They say either. So fly. And plus, they always something this type of. I guess doing this type of stuff. Thank you, True Black, for renewing your membership, baby. I appreciate you. They always hype this type of stuff up, and it turns out lame every time, right? Say if they actually did go on a trip to Vegas in freaking December, okay? Like what they gonna be doing? Hotel hopping or something? Cause Sassy keep talking about the fact that it's gonna be cold as hell, and she can't wear her cute clothes and all of this and all of that, right? What is her name? Old ass motherfucking Tracy over there, man, cause she can't get in the water. Them talking about it might be hot tubs though, and all this and all that. You know what I mean? It's just weird. And Tracy with the sexual undertones, girl, is not working for you, okay, homegirl? I'm just saying. It ain't working. It ain't working. But hey, to each his own, right? So anyway, and then that coupled with the fact that he offered to pay for all, putting out all this money, for the plane tickets and the hotel rooms and all this and all that. Sassy got to act like she, which I don't blame her if they was going for real. I would want, my own hotel accommodations too. I feel that. Look, because if Lemon got to get all these rooms plus his own motherfucking room, shoot, that's the trip money right there, right? Banner is a very unattractive dude trying to talk. Child, he can't talk about nobody with his lame, corny, ugly ass. Okay, this nigga inside out ugly and outside in ugly. He can't talk about nobody. Just like none of the rest of these ninjas around here with these ministry minded weird ass content. Okay, and then the women is ministry minded too, cause they back them up with the bullshit and they don't stop them in their tracks. That's why they keep talking crazy and crazier and crazier, right? I don't believe he's gonna pay either. I believe it's never gonna come into fruition, right? I really don't. And then Tracy said, "Well, I'm gonna take my days off." Okay, girl. Hey, Lee Pepper. I guess you be taking you some vacation time in El Paso or wherever the fuck it is y'all live, right? That's what it seemed like to me. I like when it's sick to link up on vacations. I mean, they ain't even been doing the. I liked it the. I liked it the vacation, the fication. But the last Vegas case with Ness and them, that shit was born and lame as fuck. So okay. First he said he was paying for the air fryer only. Well, it went from that to the hotel rooms. He is black and Japanese. He is not handsome enough. Well, you know what? His attitude is shit. Okay, he is a self-hating motherfucker. All right, that's why he's so goddamn ugly. All right. I like when the sector goes on vacation together. When they all come back, they all start beefing. That's true. That's true. You always get your content or whatever, right? That's true. But when it's come to this fantasy Cation, AK, this all the content you getting because it ain't gonna be no limitation in Vegas in February. Okay, so it ain't gonna be no content to get, in my opinion. Now I hope they prove me wrong and everybody else wrong that say it ain't gonna be no limitation. I hope they prove all of us wrong because I would actually like to see the parties involved show up in Vegas, to get some interactions, right? They all on there talking about buffets they going to and all this and all that. I mean, really hyping it up, right? So if y'all gonna do all this, why is y'all letting the whole internet know y'all itinerary? That's how y'all. I mean, it's like a whole fantasy. Like I said, it's a whole fantasy vacation going on, right? But who knows, child? I ain't psychic. It can happen. It can happen. Time will tell. They got to February, and like I said, Lemon didn't mind, honey, stretching it out to March, in my opinion. Because that's more content for him. But we'll see. We'll see. And then plus two coupled with the fact that he being awful generous. Y'all don't see that as funny? He's being awful generous, okay? I'm like, oh, okay. This what we doing? All right. Okay. But let's talk about this for a minute, right? While I'm on the subject, Sassy and Nets, right? So Sassy, you are very passive aggressive. We know this about you, but you have been getting a little aggressive, a little defensive when it comes to this conversation, right? Lemon want to pay for friends. It's crazy work. That motherfucker too old to pay for friends. He ain't got no friends in real life. You can't tell, right? You can tell, right? That motherfucker need to be making provisions for when his mama pass away, God forbid. If she pass away for he do, because if she pass away for he do, he gonna be a Ned the Wino. He gonna be one of them homeless drunks on the side of 7-Eleven begging for coins so he can get him a malt liquor. Okay? Child, cause they ain't going nowhere, Lee Pepper, right? That's what he need to be worried about, okay? He need to be making him a plan B for when mama pass away. Cause when mama ain't got nowhere to live no more, cause she gone on to glory, that mean he ain't got nowhere to live if he's still down here either. Nowhere to live but the streets. So he need to be making provisions for that. All right? Why he around here worried about everybody else? Why he giving coint for friendship? He need to be worried about that. So yeah, I'm just saying on the flip side, right? Oh my God, y'all. Look, listen to this. Now this is on the side. I might have to put this in the title. So I finally went over there and listened to what Nika had to say when she drugged him. Was it Sunday or something like that? When she drugged Lemon because he was talking about her doing a split in the club on her birthday or some shit. I'm gonna give you $1,000 to do a split. Why you always want to challenge somebody? You know, especially an older woman. Challenge. Want to give old girl $1,000 to walk. Now he wants to give Nika $1,000 to do a split. I mean, just obsessed. The shit is weird, right? Now that is something that him and Sir King is always gonna have in common. The motherfuckers is weird. They obsessed over older women, right? So, but anyway, so Nika goes over there and drag her, right? So I'm finally listening. But baby, she was dragging the hell out of him. It was flat because we know it ain't real. You know, they break up the makeup around here. Now, take for instance when her and Crystal was into it. Now they cool, right? That's how y'all know these some fake ass bitches, okay? The bitches is dead on the motherfucking inside for real. Now her and Crystal cool, right? All Lemon got to do is hop on Pizarro's panel one day when she over there, give her a cash out, but they gonna be cool again, right? But that ain't what I'm talking about. That ain't what's funny, right? He's being generous, but Tracy has been asking him for cash apps. Um, that he promised. Yeah, he promised and he ain't sent it. So yeah, I don't know if he done sent it yet, but maybe he tried to send her cash apps. Maybe she need to take a fucking hint. I don't know. Number one, Lemon Diddy said, I have a 55-year-old friend stayed with his mom. Mama died, and now my friend is homeless. Mama's boy never exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's his future. If he don't get up off his ass and find him somewhere to live and find him a job so he can pay for his damn bills. That's what's going. He gonna be near the wino on the side of the 7-Eleven, okay, with his toothless, wild-eye ass, okay, begging for coins so he can get him some malt liquor for the day, okay? Child, I went to Vegas one winter, January, February. It's 40 degrees overnight. The highs maybe 58. Well, that's what Sassy was talking about, you know. Hey, Josh Star, how you doing? He sent it. What he sent last night? What do you think about Nika saying Lemon's mama wishes son? I heard that. You know, I heard that, Miss Edna. You know what I mean? I guess she said that because of what he said about her and her lupus and her condition. You know what I mean? I don't play with stuff like that, but I heard it. But what was funny to me wasn't even none of that. That ain't where I was going with it. What was now y'all Nika is famous that when she get ready to go after a man, like if you know your YouTube history, when Sean Bradley was banging on her head forever, and she went to run to when she ran to VS for cover, right? She was telling Sean Bradley, lay down, man. Leave me alone. Ain't you tired? Set me free. Let me go. Okay, and all this and all that. Then she done told him, but she done said, Something she was saying. She said all she need is one mic, bitch. All she need is one mic, I guess, to drag Lemon, right? I was like, bitch, you really borrowed that from Nas? So you went to Nas on his ass. That's why I said right there. When she said all she needs is one mic, she said it a couple of times. I was like, you know what? This bitch ought to be shaming herself. She ain't nothing but full of shit. Okay. And you really is mad because that man didn't send you a cash up for your birthday. This bitch said, all I need is one mic. I was like, God damn. She went full Nas on his ass. I was like, why, Lord, why? Why did she go there? I don't know if anybody caught that, but I was like, this bitch said, all I need is one mic. I was like, damn. Damn, Nika, damn. Damn, I thought you was irritated for real. But damn, you had to go say all I need is one mic. I said, bitch, y'all please hit the like button. Tracy don't have misunderstood bankrolling her anymore. Now she on to the next bankroll, I guess. I guess Jazzy Jean, girl, I guess. Hey, Gracie Ray, let me send her. He finally sent her cash out last night. All right. She definitely ain't pop like that with KRN. All she need is one mic, bitch. All I need is one mic. One mic. I said, bitch, next she gonna be spitting Tupac lines. Okay. I was like, baby. Wonder why Tracy abandoned her page. It is over for Tracy. Peace out. Well, I think that Tracy got tired. People really tired for swinging and bang. You get tired after a while. Hey, Tisa. You get tired. Tisa know what I'm talking about. All I need is one mic. I was like, bitch. I was like, Woo, Lord, I can't believe she said that, Max. I got me a good little kiki out of there. Bye bye. Woo, I cannot with these people, y'all. I can't. I just can't do it. I can't take them seriously. I refuse. Like it's all one big play. I mean, like, damn. I mean, can we please? Now, I know Spill It Boy TV, aka Treasure Lane, tried to rename the sector. Can we please rename the sector? Okay? I'm gonna have to do some kind of poll and come up with some kind of names. And we're gonna have to take a poll on a new name for the beef sector. The beef sector is so lame. The Mo3 sector said fuck taking over the beef sector. Bitch, we going to Twitch, okay? We don't want to fool around with these corny, fake ass motherfuckers because they ain't about that life for real. Okay? Oh my God, y'all right. Tisa, they're talking about not about that life. Okay, so I stopped even watching half of these. Exactly, Tisa, child. Look, Tisa, when I want me a good little laugh, I start red-bounding through videos, right? We know these motherfuckers don't want to talk about nothing for real, so I was like, I do some content creating to I mean I do some commentary on the fake ish and in the madness. Oh, okay. You know what I mean? Chad, I like your first name. The weak sector, Chad. The big and sector, Chad. Okay, all of that, right, all of that, right. The weak sector, fake ass bitch sector, right? So anyway, what's I gonna tell y'all? I looked at something else. Oh, okay, so Ness did a video yesterday, right? Now they going to Twitch cause they all something so they can get monitored. Good for them. Good for them. Okay, the internet should be a business. Okay, YouTube is a business. YouTube is not a team sport, and people don't realize that shit. Okay, it is a business. It is not a team sport. So they be hustling backwards around. We know the motherfucker that's hustling backwards the biggest around here is Bizarro's ignorant ass, right? That bitch been hustling backwards since she jumped on the back of jumped on Bree's back to leech off of her, right? We know that, right? As a market that's now boring this sector has gotten. But child, I be watching the eating ice videos, Tisa, when I don't wanna deal with the government stuff. You know what I mean? I be watching the ice eating the battery humidifier ice videos. Okay, that's how born and sector guy. I agree with you. Okay, this should be the big and sector. Child. Hey, Ronnie Howard, right? They keep taking each other's page. Oh, you talking about round up to the piece of tick on it? Yes, she is. She a parasite. She a whole leech. And so yeah. She be taking people's content and everything if y'all be paying attention to her slick ass, right? She thinks she's slicker than fish grease, but she ain't. Mm-mm. But big on them for going to somewhere else where they can be monetized. I don't blame them. Fuck it. So anyway, speaking about the Mo3 sector, this what brought this to mind, right? So Ness did a live yesterday, right? And they was talking about the trip. And they was talking about, people, Lemon, I guess, supposed to come there to allegedly wanting to go there to allegedly, get into it with Shakim, right? And they was like, as long as I'm there, ain't nothing gonna happen. I think a talent lame ass said that, and Brian said he ain't gonna let it happen. Then you got this goofy little young motherfucker telling me something. Why don't you let him fight? It'll go viral, and it'll all of this, and it'll all of that. I'm thinking, you know what? This an ignorant motherfucker, okay? And Ness was even like, no, we don't do that in the beef sector and all of this and all of that. And I'm thinking, why do they want to sabotage this woman's trip with, of course we know Lemon wasn't going nowhere anyway, but you want Ness to let Lemon come at Shy and for them to, Shy Kim and for them to fight. Cause it'll go viral. I was like, listen to this dumb motherfucker. Every time he hear the goddamn link, it's some motherfucking bullshit. Nigga, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. And why is he over here with all these old grown ass people anyway? Why do they keep letting this dumb ass on the link? He's so goddamn ignorant, like a whole bunch of these young people. See, that's what's wrong with these motherfuckers right now. You got to realize a lot of these young, ignorant motherfuckers is just that. Young, dumb, and ignorant. They don't have no souls. They don't have no goddamn common sense. They antisocial as fuck because all they do is play on the internet. Okay, and the only thing they know how to do when they meet up with somebody is motherfucking fight. Okay? That's their way of socializing, right? They be all frustrated and mad and shit because they done been radicalized online and they don't know how to treat women. They don't know how to be fucking happy. They only know how to get acceptance from the goddamn internet from a click or a motherfucking view. Okay? And so that's why you gonna get up there and say some ignorant shit like that. And y'all gonna allow this little stupid dumb motherfucker to say this dumb motherfucking shit. I was like, child, make it make sense. Damn, make it make motherfucking sense. I ain't seen nothing like it. What's the fight? What's the fighting all about? At some point, you gotta grow up, right? But that's what you get, hey Fee Brown. These are the kind of comments you get from that little dumb motherfucker up on your goddamn panel. Okay, and you grown, okay? I leave when Tape Boy comes on. I heard that, Lee Pepper. They'll be friends in the weekend. They'll be friends in the week anyway. See, really, Tisa, in my opinion, when it comes to Shakim and Lemon, Lemon is mad because he didn't never get a taste of Shakim on the trip because he was too scared, but he was won't do. And it's been like just like Jay Wilson going on a trip, with like a Castro or a KRN, you know what I mean? When he come back from a trip, he gonna be real frustrated because he was scared to get it on with a KRN or a Castro when he was really wanting to. So he gonna come back from the trip and be real aggressive and shit. In my opinion, that is the bottom line when it comes to Lemon. And instead of Lemon trying to expose Shakim, trying to out Shakim, thinking it's gonna make him look, not gay, because everybody know he gay. Instead of him worrying about doing that, he still should have been trying to get with the boy for real. Okay? Doing all that goddamn homoerotic wrestling and shit, like they some Greco-Roman soldiers or some shit. I was like, well, you look at this shit. So if you ask me, Lemon's real issue with Shakim is not that Shakim be making video after video about his ass. Hey, Castro, you know I'm telling the truth. You know I'm telling the truth, Castro. You know if you went on the trip with Jay Wilson and like KRN, Jay Wilson would be scared to do something, sitting there lusting the whole time. And when he come back from the trip, Castro, you know he'll be frustrated as hell, going in on you, mad at you, and all of this and all of that, child. because he didn't get done. Okay, so I feel like Lemon's real issue is he want to redo, right? He want to redo. All right, he still want it to happen. Now, if he was to go to Seattle, he wouldn't be doing all the rah rah. He'd be trying to get sha sha, not the rah rah rah, but the cha cha cha. Okay, if y'all get where I'm coming from with that, right? That's what he really want, right? But then if you got somebody like an overly aggressive fake testosterone infused little punk ass bitch like Audio there, you know what I mean? He gonna block everything anyway, right? Cause didn't he say he was going on one of these Cations as well? Why the fuck would y'all want somebody ignorant as this motherfucking fake ass wanna be gangster, this keyboard gangster like an Audio to go anywhere with y'all? Cause a nigga sound dumb, ignorant, corny, and lame as fuck, okay? Cause if you're really about that life, you ain't got to always go around talking about it. See, he just like Lemon. He argue better than a female. They ain't nothing but a bunch of bitches, okay? I can't respect your ass if you can argue better than me. All right? Voice, I'll be going high and 50, 11 octaves and shit. I can't respect your motherfucking ass when you acting like that. Y'all please hit the like button. Please share the video if you care. I don't even see how they be dealing with that shit, but it is what it is. But he wants to be a motherfucking fight club on at Seattle Cation. I'm like, what, nigga? You don't even sound. What the fuck is you talking about? And your ass is so overly emotional because of your childhood trauma. What you really need to be doing is traveling to somebody's therapeutic couch, bitch. That's what the fuck you need to be doing and getting on some meds, right? To tamper down all that anger that you got on the inside of you about your mom, about one of your mama's ex-boyfriends or some shit. Bitch, I don't know what the fuck. But there's something wrong with the little motherfucker, all right? His mouth is a bit much. Every time I turn around now, I'm seeing this little ignorant bitch hit a pounder and they let him hit a pounder to talk motherfucking ignorant ass shit. You can't say boo to this nigga without this motherfucker getting the defensive and shit and wanting to go off on somebody. This motherfucker go from 0 to 1,000 in under 2 seconds, right? For no mother, you can say hi to this bitch, okay? And this motherfucker got a problem with you, especially if you're old. I'm like, bitch. Mm-mm. If Lemon was serious, he would just showed right. He would just showed up, right? L speaks. How you doing, hey Miss O? I never want to miss you alive. I am 40 minutes too. Oh, please be part of the replay game. We just having a good little kiki over here. Y'all please hit the like button. How many likes do I have? I don't know why he angry about some kind of childhood trauma. You know what I mean? Diamond B. That's all. Clearly, he sound dumb as fuck. If he knew how he sounded, he would shut the fuck up. See, that's what's wrong with half of these motherfuckers down here. They need to know how to shut the fuck up. They need to learn how to shut the fuck up about the wrong thing and start talking about the real thing. Okay? That's what's wrong with these ignorant motherfuckers. I don't take them seriously, but fuck them. Okay? So, is that right, Lemon Daddy? I don't know nothing about the ignorant motherfucker. But all I know is, for the past couple of days, every time I turn on the panel, this ignorant bitch is on there. Soon as he on there, I know if it's, the goddamn video finna go to shit. That's what I know for sure. Okay? That's what I know for sure. The video finna go to shit. All right? But hell, anything for content, right? Because these bitches is fake as fuck. All right? But it don't even matter. People like to fake these days, so hey, let's go with it. All right? Just like a fantasycation. Go with a fantasycation. You know what I mean? Go with a fantasy, changing of the guard. You know, just a whole bunch of fantasy going on. Yeah, let's go to a fantasy drunk motherfucker acting like he all that. Cause all he got is the internet. Okay, child. Let's just go with it. Okay, let's go with ugly, raggedy ass motherfucking hoe ass bitches blown out from years ago bitches. Let's lie to these motherfuckers and tell them that they the shit. Okay. We used to that. Why do y'all think motherfuckers is so fake around here and so weird to where they make ugly motherfuckers seem like they beautiful. Okay, I was like, bitch. Okay, so when they round her fantasizing about Lemon is the man, when he know he want to be the woman with that BBL body with them fucked up teeth and eyes, he beautiful to them in their mind because all they see is the fantasy. They don't see the fucking reality. They don't see a drunk, missing tooth, wobbly eye, a swole BBL body, Tyrannosaurus Rex with funny looking motherfucking arms, individual talking crazy about them. They don't see that shit. Okay? They see some kind of fantasy they got in their motherfucking head. That's what the fuck they see. I'm just saying. Okay? You got other motherfuckers around here that they know ugly as fuck. They done told them, oh, they beautiful. You look beautiful. You bitches know y'all telling a motherfucking lie. Okay. He's a pound of killer. You got that right, Lee Pepper. Yeah, y'all please hit the like button, right? I know y'all don't like when people say hit the like button, but it's free. I really would appreciate it. You know what I mean? Lemon is buying love by taking all them to Vegas for free. They're gonna come back and die. I don't even think it's gonna be no Vegas trip fee, but we'll see. Like I said, I ain't psychic, but I don't even believe it's gonna happen. Cause why the fuck would you volunteer to pay for other grown people's trip? We all grown around here. If you can't pay for the motherfucking trip, then goddamn it, don't go. I mean, but if he actually was gonna pay for it, then they gonna take him up on it. Okay. If he wanna be that dumb for real, nigga ain't got the pot to piss in or window to throw it out of, but you wanna not only invite people to Vegas, you wanna pay for the vacation? Like you motherfucking goddamn Elon Musk or something? Like you got it like that, nigga. You ain't got it like that. Child, Ronnie Howard said, LOL, as soon as Heidi sent Krista that makeup to show off her makeup, he kicked her A for good. Oh, you think he got jealous because Heidi sent Krista the makeup? Is that what you're saying, Ronnie? Because damn. Maybe he wanted Heidi to send him some makeup too, child. I don't know. Because we know he played with his mama wigs and dresses and shit and put on her perfume and shit. You know, I don't know if he can fit her shoes or not. You know, when she gone. And he said, and we seen how he crossed his legs, right? That's how he crossed his legs with his mama clothes on in the wig. Motherfucker weird, okay? Damn, motherfucker, his little friend, his ex friend, he done did bad things to his two little friends that he used to have, so they don't fuck with him no more. What was his friend's name? Emmanuel and Michael Jackson or some shit. He done did strange things to them, and they done woke up with their booty wet, so they don't fuck with him no more. Okay? LOL, I'm saying won't be but a couple of people over there to see it. And, oh, yeah, well, yeah, you're right. You know what I mean? And these old women know he lived with his mother. He ain't got shit. It don't matter. He ain't got to have shit. This just their internet fantasy. That's all. You know, they send him a piece of change. They don't mind to keep up the fantasy, you know. Yeah, I done seen men cross their legs. That's what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying, Jill. What I'm saying is that's the way he be sitting when he be in his mama motherfucking clothes. Now I know you like him, Jill. No disrespect, but I'm just saying I can see him in my mind with his mama skirts on and his wigs, sitting there smoking him a cigarette on the phone in his mama clothes. I'm just saying. Yup. Miss O, do you already address them bringing your name up on them? No, what they say about me? I didn't even know. What they say about the Oracle, girl? Tell me, Diamond. I didn't even know they brought me up. Please tell me what they say so I can respond. I didn't even hear it. I had no idea. See, I'll be keeping stuff from me and I don't even know. Why the fuck would they bring my name up? I'm confused. They don't like to talk about the Oracle? Y'all let me know what they said, okay? Ronnie Howard said, I didn't hear her name. You ain't gotta say, oops, Diamond, tell me what you think they said, because Ronnie said he didn't hear them say my name. Say my name when no one is around you. Tell me how you love me. Why you running game? Say my name, say my name. You acting kinda shady and calling me baby. Won't you say my name? Anyway. Oh yeah, Lemon Diddy. I've been standing alone for years. Goddamn it, I don't give a fuck. They don't like my. I don't network. I fuck these bitches. Okay, I don't take them serious. I ain't never. It ain't just now. I ain't never took. I always talk. Been talking crazy since I've been over here. Right. Everywhere I go, I stand the fuck alone. Cause fuck them. What they gonna do? Okay. I don't like him or anything. Oh, okay. I didn't say you was fighting for nobody, Jill. Please don't take it the wrong way. I was just asking a question because some people made statements. Yeah, the straight men don't cross their leg. Yeah, absolutely. So I heard the statements, but that ain't why I was saying it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I heard the statements too. But no, that ain't why I was saying it. I was doing my own, how I felt about why he was crossing his legs that night. Um, he was messing with Crystal. It's cause in my mind, that's how he be setting. You know what I mean? When he got his mama clothes on in the wig. Solo Dolo is the best way to stand. You got that right, Ronnie Howard. It's the best way. I'm waiting for Diamond to tell me what they supposed to have said about me around there the lemons. Like, then let me ask y'all this. Why the hell? How did it come about? Because I didn't see how it happened. How did it come about that Lemon took King Coyote's wrench? Now, did he really take King Coyote's wrench just because Audio Pup felt the way and he told him to? Child, oh, you gotta hear it. But basically, Dragons was talking about how you don't like her. Dragons? Don't nobody think about that weird ass bitch? I don't know why. Why come bitches that you don't never talk about or think about want to be thinking or talking about you? I don't think about this homeless hoe. I don't give a fuck about dragons. Okay. Only time her name come up is when she done told another motherfucking lie. Cause now she supposed to have yet another job that she waiting on. Don't give a fuck. That's just like a Heidi might after all these years, she want to make it seem like somebody was still talking about her ass. Bitch, ain't nobody thought about your raggedy ass in years. And you want to try to come up and make something out of nothing. Bitch, ain't nobody thinking about you. Same way about dragons. But I don't know these motherfucking hoes, okay? Fuck them. I don't give a fuck. So if that's what she said, fuck her too. Bitch, ain't nobody thinking about your ragged ass. Bitch, I don't give a fuck if you homeless from now until the end of the maybe you heard about what I said about you being comfortable in a homeless community, because bitch, you done got comfortable clearly, bitch. Okay? Clear. And if you do have a job for real, that don't mean you won't continue to be homeless, bitch. Okay? There are a lot of homeless people with jobs. Okay, bitch. Like I said, you get used to the culture. You get used to the homeless community, and that's where your ass stuck at. You done been there too long, bitch. In case you did say it, I'm just saying, but I don't know her. I don't like her. I don't dislike her. I don't think about this bitch. I don't give a fuck. Her plight is not my plight, bitch. We are not the same, okay? I am not falling asleep via a dope nod while charging my supposed to be electric bike or cell phone or whatever the fuck. Child, they better not have came and woke me up diamond about no bullshit. Okay? They better not have came and woke me up diamond about that type of bullshit right there. Oh no, ma'am. Oh no, ma'am. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. Yeah, I know I get my sleep at night. I don't be watching these hoes. Fuck them. Pretty much. That's how I feel about them. Fuck them. Now I try to come and red ball through it, get me some little tea and go about my business. That's all I can do for them. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what it was. But no, Jill, yeah, I was hoping you wasn't taking it the wrong way, girl. Mm-mm. I just think they all funny. Honestly. And like I said, this vacation is this fake cation. So we got to the end of the month. Now I do believe there's gonna be a next cation. I do believe that because she done did it once. Why wouldn't she do it again? You know what I mean? But as far as the fake lemon case, I don't believe that shit, right? So he got to February to make that shit out of content. But goddamn, he wearing the content out quick, right? They on there talking about the restaurants they gonna go to, the what do you call it, the buffets they gonna go to and shit. I'm like, what? Oh yeah, no problem, Jill, no problem at all. Mm-mm. We don't have no problem. Yeah, and I would never have a problem with anybody over a motherfucking lemon. What the fuck, girl? That don't even sound right. How many like do I have? 100 like shot? Do I even have 50? Can y'all please hit the like button? It's pretty around. It's pretty boring and dry around here today. So I was like, well, let me get on here and do a little video real quick. You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing else to do. Let me get on here and be messy, be petty. What the fuck, right? And so that's why I hit the live button. You know what I mean? That's why I hit it. I had a good video. I enjoyed talking to Seven yesterday. You know, on the video. Um. And after she did the video, I hadn't heard the back and forth between her and Ness, but Ness played it on her video yesterday, you know, in response, and I heard it, you know, then. And I was like, oh, okay. Child, showing the rooms, talking about the color scheme, child. They weren't out the content already, right? I don't even go over there anymore. But I don't dislike no one on these apps. I don't either, well, except for a few. I don't know these people. I don't like them. I don't dislike them. I know they just content for me. I don't give a fuck. Sometimes they irritate the hell out of me. I get annoyed with the content. I get annoyed with the acts that they be playing. But the people, I don't know these people like that. They don't know me. I think the entire B sector been dead. Exactly. They definitely need to rename it. I know that's right, child. You got that right. Yeah, I don't know these people for real. Never will meet them in my whole entire motherfucking life. Okay. Child, please. And don't want to. I don't believe in no kind of Cation. Y'all ain't never heard me talking about. I'm gonna do a archication. Shit, never will I ever. I don't want to meet none of these motherfuckers for real. Okay, I be scared. Mental illness is real. Okay, shall we seen that over the last couple of days? People being radicalized online to do crazy stuff. Okay, straight radicalized, you know, online, you know, and there's different levels of radicalization too, right? Even when it comes to these little sections right here, you know, your mind can be radicalized and not want to hear nothing but this bull crap. Okay, all day long. Do these motherfuckers ever go to sleep? If you're listening to this crap every day, all day, and you don't never take a rest from it, that is doing something to your brain. Okay, that's why you have to be cognitive enough to know that hey, this is fantasy. This is not reality. Maybe I need to turn this shit off for a while. Okay. All I saw yesterday in the B sector is a lot of begging and faith beacon. That's what that's all they do. No, it's not organic no more. It ain't been organic in a while. Alpha Thug, you're absolutely right about that. Mm-mm. But yeah, you have to know, you know, when to take a break from this shit. Because this stuff will start weighing on your psyche. Like, for real, in my opinion, right? Just like characters. Yeah, absolutely, not actions. But it's just entertainment, not to be taken right. That's why I don't feel the need to network. I don't feel the need to. I would never feel the need to kiss. But all this honey, they be doing too much. Okay, they up all times of night with the bullshit. It's just ridiculous. If they can't take your mouth online, imagine what they would do. Exactly. It's mild. This right here online, as far as me, this is nothing, child. Nothing. I put my earbuds in and listen to a few to get through my work night. You know that's why Lemon's so popular. Yeah, they be up all night, up all day. Don't never take a break. Okay, they're radicalizing their mind. They're doing something to their brain. It does something to your brain chemistry after a while. That's why you got so many people going around acting so crazy these days. You got to think about it. You know, think all the violence that happened this weekend, you know, with the man driving through the church and you know, spraying the church up and then setting it on fire. Then one guy was on a boat in North Carolina going to shoot up the pier, you know, where the people is just, you know, having, you know, listening to music and drinking and stuff. That's because you be online 24 hours a day listening to this madness, okay? They done drove the Anglos crazy. Yeah, AK, it was crazy. They done drove them. They scared. They think everybody after them. They think black and brown people trying to replace them. Just crazy shit. Just crazy. I seen a video of this man and wife. They had a man. It was a man, a wife, and a child. They was in D.C. They flagged down the FBI or the ICE or the police or something and said this black man, I think he was homeless, said that he threatened to off them and off their baby and was saying all this hate speech towards them. Come to find out that was a damn lie. They tried to get that black man locked up on a lie, and then got crazy when the police found out that it was a damn lie. I was like, Lord have mercy. It's crazy. Hey, Kenna. Happy to kill. Oh, thank you, Kenny. Yeah, if y'all came in late, please be part of the replay game. Please hit that like button. Please get me to 100 likes. They were talking about the radicalization of who? Of something. White men in America on the news yesterday. Well, see, that's what they don't want to talk about, though. They want to blame it on everything on the Democrats. They want to blame everything. You know, everything is black people's fault, right? These people are being radicalized and they are killing one another, but that is because of black on black crime. It ain't because of them on them crime, okay? Because we know most crime is proximity crime, right? It's our fault. Because they in proximity of one another, and these people done been radicalized. They are offing themselves. They offing their own people. But it's black folks' fault because they offering their own people. So you got to make it make sense. But okay. But it's our fault, right? We ain't got nothing to do with it. Okay, now I can see it. They were talking about the radicalization of young white men in America on a new, yeah, and it's really scary, you know, and it's unfortunate. Like, I'm gonna keep it above. They done whipped these, especially these young Anglo men online. They done whipped them up into a frenzy. They done radicalized them and turned them into homegrown terrorists, in my opinion. And ain't nobody doing nothing about it. And then you got a president of the United States of America that ain't nothing but a goddamn troll. He is an internet content creator. He is an internet troll. So instead of him wanting to come to a some kind of a bargain with the Democrats in order not to shut the government down, he'd rather be online making deep fake memes and shit about Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries. And in order to get these Anglos to laugh and be deflected away from the fact that he probably wants the government to shut down. He don't care about your health care. He don't care about what happened to you, but he gonna give you a little something, a little racist, deep fake video, so you can kick in, ha ha, about that. So you won't worry about what's really going on with your health care and other types of benefits, okay, in this country, and also closing down the agencies that he deemed unnecessary, which affect the American people in its totality. He rather troll that shit. Okay? And these motherfuckers are so weird, they would rather kiki and ha ha and call him the king of trolls and shit instead of seeing what the fuck he got going on in this country. And make it so bad, Anglos, they should be out in the street every motherfucking day trying to right this wrong. Okay? But they not. But they not. Yeah, but they want black people to go out there. But they don't want to do it themselves. But it's a them problem. And they're mad at us because we ain't doing it. We are not going to do that. It is not our problem. Trump attacks the angry white male contents. Attracts these angry white male I guess Lyndon B. Johnson said it well about keeping poor white folks angry, right, at the wrong people. Absolutely, that's classism. Absolutely. Absolutely. They don't realize that the system of supremacy, white supremacy racism affects them as well. They don't realize that because it's wrapped up in a neat bow, and that bow, the color of that bow is racism. That's the color of that bow, okay? So as long as they can keep that shiny bow up at the top of that bull crap, They'd rather look at the bow instead of turn the bow off and realize and start fighting for the truth. You know? And so yeah. It's just like white folk, black folks, they rather stay asleep. You know what I mean? But on this subject, when it comes to this president, we ain't got nothing to do with this shit. This is a them problem. This is not a us. It affects all of us, but it is not our fight. It is a their fight. They created that motherfucking monster. They need to deal with it. Okay? He got them all up, and he made a laughing stock of himself at the UN last week. It's ridiculous, and he don't feel no ways about it. I was like, oh my God, really? Child, did y'all hear about that all-white compound in Arkansas feeling big time yesterday? Those people finally realized that they have no skills to be. Child, I don't know about Arkansas yesterday, but I know it was another all Anglo town that had failed, and they was trying to invite black people into the town. Child, I was like, what the hell? What in the world is going on with these people? But I can't. I ain't even mad at them. I can't do nothing but laugh. I can't even do nothing but laugh. It's funny. I get a whole little kiki. That is crazy. That is craziness. You know what I mean? So, but the whole thing is just very, very disheartening when it comes to the thing this how this country is going down. Because of a content creator. Okay, you got a lot of content creators up there at the White House running things. You got Hegseth. You got what's this? Got Patel. The whole thing is ridiculous. But like, and then they got this fake ass white replacement theory, going on, and these Anglos believe that shit. But you can't tell that they turn your own people turn the country down that you claim to love, and you don't even want to get out there and fight for it. Okay, Anglos can stay angry too. They think by virtue of their skin they have privilege, right? But many of them, are worse off than a lot of people. Yes, they are. Absolutely. Mhm. Mhm. But like I said, as long as you got that banner of racism flying high, that is what's going to destroy them because they refuse to look at it. They ought to be disgusted by the president of the United States of America right now. They ought to be disgusted by this monkey. Okay? That's what he is, an old crazy monkey. A dementia-laden monkey. The country is absolutely falling apart. Trump this morning told all the U.S. generals to attack U.S. citizens if they touch them. Really? Did he say that? Well, I'm gonna say allegedly because I didn't hear it, Apple Thug, but I wouldn't be surprised. Now he wanting to deploy the National Guard up there in Portland. Okay, I was like, Lord have mercy. Mm-mm-mm. So I don't. It's just weird. And then you really got to wonder why is he strategically placing these National Guard soldiers and these ICE soldiers in these certain states for a reason. You have to ask yourself that. What I mean? Like, what is really going on? And the whole time they just ducking and dodging and deflecting their asses off, okay? And then you gotta realize who really running the country. Is JD Vance and that other guy, are they the ones that's really running the country? Okay? Like it's like the president ain't nothing but a figurehead for all the bull crap. Okay? I will not protest nothing Donald Trump gout because because they voted for him. That's a them problem. Him and himself told the troops that during their meeting. Oh really? Oh wow. Oh wow. So I guess they're trying to wrap things up a bit. That's what it sounds like. They gonna start attacking U.S. citizens, maybe allegedly. Is that what's going on? Is that why he told them that? You got to really think about it. What's really going on? You know? Mm-hmm. It's all for a reason. Hmm. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here. Then we have Israel, Prime Minister, bragging about owning. Hey, when it comes to Netanyahu, child, that's sure madness. Okay, that's sure madness. But I have been reading Kamala Harris books. I don't know if y'all have the book of 107 Days, child. And she be getting real in that book, telling what really went on behind the scenes. She was talking about how the Bidens never really fooled with her. They never, out of 3-4 years in office, they never even invited them to a Fourth of July cookout until the fourth year, right? And then my opinion, without saying that, she felt like they set her up when it came for her to run for the president instead of Biden. They feel like it was a whole. She feel like it was a whole setup. She also feel like that the Jill Biden, the wife, was the one really running the show. You know what I mean? And so yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, she felt like the Democrats sabotaged her. Then really the undertone that I got was beyond sabotage. They set her up because they know that this was not going to work, especially for a black woman in this climate of this country with all this racism flying around in this climate, okay, with white male patriarchy going crazy. Y'all thought it was a good idea to nominate Kamala Harris, a woman of color, to run against racist ass, xenophobic ass Donald Trump. That's a whole setup. I had said it back then, I'm saying it now, so I'm glad she wrote the book. She wrote the book because she wanted to tell the truth about what the hell was going on, because she felt slighted. She felt like they set her up. That's what I feel like she's saying without saying, you know. And in retrospect, she don't appreciate it, and she getting her damn lick back. And I don't blame her. I'll tell the truth about it too. But I did not know that the Bidens really didn't fool with them like that. Not until they needed her. I was like, wow, what? Child. But I'm not done reading it yet. But so far, and then you got to read between the lines too. You know what I mean? I think they are not of those black women or women. So they are not one of those. I don't understand what you're saying. I think. Could you retype that? They are not one of those black women or I think woman. So office. I don't know. But anyway, I think she feel like they set her up. I feel like they set her up. But I have been saying that as soon as he came out and said, well, Kamala Harris is my pick for the next president of the United States. I was like, what? That don't make no sense. Miss Olivia, have you been catching a Muslim taking over? Having people that. No, I have not been catching it. If you are a Christian, if you are a Christ follower, okay, you cannot convince nobody of anything other than your faith in the Most High Creator. Okay? You can't convince nobody out of believing in the Most High Creator if you are truly the righteous. Okay? If you are truly the Christ follower, I don't give a damn what nobody say. It ain't nothing nobody can say on this planet that can stop me from being a Christ follower. Not nothing. Not nothing at all. Because I realize that I am washed, honey. I am protected by the blood of the Most High Creator, by the blood of Jesus. Okay? I don't give a fuck what nobody else say. I don't care. They are not going to vote old. They're not going to vote old black woman or a white woman in the. Of course, no. White male patriarchy reigns supreme in that contest. That's why she think it was a setup. She should have said no, and I think she hate the fact that she didn't say no. Honestly, it's happening all over. You should follow up. It's getting bad. Well, I don't. I can't. I can't speak for anybody else, and a lot of people are spiritually dead. So if you are a Christ follower and you are easily led away from your faith, you know what I mean? Then that is on you. That is between you and your spirituality. That's on you. But as far as me and my spirituality, as far as me and my relationship with the Most High Creator, I know that I am washed in the blood of Jesus. I know that I am protected because of the Most High God, and nobody can sway me away from that. There are a lot of mega religious folks twisting the Bible. Well, see that, you know what? And guess what? That's the people's fault because they don't read. Okay, you a lazy Christian if you're going around here listening to the madness. Okay, you need to get in that book and read it for yourself and come to your own conclusion. Now, it's just not these mega, like these Anglo conservative Christians or whatever call themselves. It's black people too. You pick up the Bible and you go to church on Sunday, then you put it down, you don't study it. Whatever the pastor say, you go for it. You don't go home and research for yourself. You just taking his word for it, okay? You gonna let these people, you gonna follow these fake ass pastors and Muslims and whatever the fuck else. You gonna follow them straight to hell, okay? Because you don't know the word for your own self, okay? So there's accountability that needs to be taken as well. So if you're so easily swayed out of your beliefs, then that means you don't really believe it anyway. Do you see what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about it. You got a lot of false prophets going on around here these days. You got a lot of antichrist minded people going around here these days. And if you fall for that crap, okay, all right. I get it. But it's going in school teaching Sharia law. It's in government. Ain't no, but let me tell you something. The United States of America is not gonna allow Sharia law to be taught in the public school system, honey. They too racist for that. I don't know who told you that, but that's a lie. I with you on that. But they are telling Americans they are coming to get rid of Jesus and make it, make all us in. Okay, now who said that? The Republicans? Is that called fear mongering? Is that called fear mongering? Cause that's what it sounds like. You've been looking at too much Fox News, boo. Someone threatened Mike Johnson of the Republicans to release the Epstein files, or they will reveal his grinder. Now, see, Mike Johnson, he was talking a good game and stuff, and that's how I know Trump got something on Mike Johnson's ass. Okay, cause he just like a little lap dog now. Okay, so they found something on him to shut him up. Absolutely. They're not going to vote a white woman or a black woman in the presidency of president in the no, they're not. No, this is not the time for that. Absolutely not. White male patriarchy is reigning supreme right now. So I agree. You done typed it about 3 times. I agree. Oh, Miss O, it's the Muslims, nothing with the Republicans. The Muslims ain't got no stronghold in this country, honey. you know. So I mean, they ain't got no more stronghold than the Catholics, in my opinion. But I might be a little biased because, like I said, I am a Christ follower. I don't pay attention to no other religion, you know. And then when it comes to me and my own religion, I am more spiritual because I have a personal relationship with the Most High Creator. I can't control what nobody else think. Okay, I can only worry about my spirit. I can only worry about my God. Okay, I can't worry about what nobody else is gonna do with their spirituality or who they. God gave us free will. So if they want to switch over and do this or whatever, blah 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 and blah blah blah, really at the end of the day, it's on them. I'm worried about my personal relationship with the Most High Creator. And when it comes to my personal relationship and what I believe, it ain't got nothing to do with nothing but what I believe. That's it. That's all. I can't speak for everybody. I can only speak for me. Honestly, I'm not picking up no banner for nobody but the Most High Creator. That's it. That's all. I don't care if another religion is more popular right now. That don't appeal to me. That's how cults get started. I don't have no faith in nothing except for what I believe and what I know to be true. And I know that there is a God. Because if there wasn't a God, and if it was for me being washed in the blood of the Most High Creator, in the blood of the Most High God, that He sent His Son here to shed for me, I wouldn't be here today. So can't nobody sway me away from nothing like that. Because I know what I know, and I ain't changing it. So like I said, I can't speak for nobody else. I can just speak for me. And I would hope that if you are truly a Christ follower, you will stand on your word. You will stand on your faith. Let me just say you will stand on your faith. Because the Bible say that faith without works is dead. Okay? So my faith is allowing me to be able to stand on it. That is my action. That is my work. Because I don't compromise when it comes to my God. I don't care what nobody say. It don't even matter. Honestly. So that's just how I feel about it, Miss Brown, baby. Anyway, y'all, like I said, I'm gonna get out of here. Um, I hate to get that deep, but I love my God. You know what I mean? I don't um put no deep thinking when it comes to these beast religions. Okay? I don't put no kind of thought into it because that I don't even want them things in my spirit. Honestly, Alpha Dog said facts. I don't want those kind of things in my spirit. I don't give a damn. I know that there is a God because I know that He has always been here for me. He has never left me and He has never forsake me. Okay? And it ain't nothing I heard, it's something I know because I done lived it. So yeah. That's just how I feel about it. But anyway, but thanks, for bringing up the subject, Brown Baby, because it allowed me to, express to you, what I feel about when it comes to how I feel about my personal relationship with the Most High Creator. There is no compromise when it comes to that for me, and so that's just how I feel about it. If other people are willing to compromise with their faith, then is it really their faith? It's just something to think about. And I'm gonna leave y'all on that note to think about it, child. Like I said, thank you all for joining me this morning, honey. Y'all know we start off petty with this nonsense around here, and we always end up talking about something serious, child. But y'all please hit that like button on your way out the door. If you came in late, please be part of the replay gang, honey. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for at least considering what it is that I had to say. And I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day, honey. Stay woke, child. Watch your back, your front, your sides, and your middle, and everything else. Okay? Cause things is coming for you. Okay? Things that can be seen and unseen. You got to stay all the way woke at all times about everything. Okay? Anyway, I'm gonna talk to y'all later. I love you in the way that Christ loves you. Bye bye. Peace.